Welcome back to another Rhize demo video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to build a detailed electronic batch record using Rhize's GraphQL API. So a batch record is some detailed information about the performance of a particular job. In ISA-95 terms, this is called the job response. The way we get the data from the eBR is going to vary quite a bit depending on your operation. Manufacturing is a complex business, and so there are many specialized systems, which means the data that your eBR is interested in might be scattered over many specialized systems too. It might come from a laboratory inventory, a legacy MES, an ERP. There also could be a PLM or warehouse management. Data may enter from many different systems, but one of the functions of Rhize is to receive message payloads from these various systems, then contextualize and store it in an ISA-95 native graph database. So here's a diagram of one of our BPMN workflows. This is pretty typical of the logic of how data enters the system. So the BPMN workflow is listening on some topic, and whenever there's a message to that topic, it runs some logic. And if the information is new or relevant, then it's going to get stored in the database. Okay, so now that you've got all of your data and the batch is over, you can make your electronic batch record. One cool thing about GraphQL is that it has a self-documenting schema, so we can explore the query through a very flexible series of entities and links. So this is the job response. This is the smallest unit of work in ISA-95. Within this job response, let's look quickly at some of the things that we are requesting. So I've got children. This is if there are some sub-units. For example, maybe there's one sub-job of an operator interacting with some screen. I also have information about my work response. This is some information about performance in the context of a broader schedule. You might not need that. Then there's more granular information like the description of the job, start and end date, and duration. We can request operation events that might have happened as well. These could be alerts or something of the sort. We can request the work directive. This is going to map to the master recipe, so this is going to be the version of the master recipe at time of dispatch. We can also get the resources used, for example, the material actuals. So here we can get material lot. That's going to be the unique ID of the material. Material use tells us how it was used, whether it was produced, consumed, scrapped, and so on. We also might request testing that was done on a sample of this material. So all of this gets added through the job response. We can also request information about planning. That's going to be the job order. And then the job order is going to say not what was actually used, but what was required. Perhaps our eBR wants to compare these values. So for example, rather than performance info about when the job actually started, planning info tells when it was scheduled to start. Okay, so now you can see that we've built out this query. This is just an example of a detailed query that we built, but you can build flexibly to get only the data that you need for your specific report. I'm going to go ahead and run it now. And here we go. We have some detailed batch records. So you can see, for example, this job order is to make this packaged cosmic blue juice. That is part of a broader work schedule. We can see its start and end time, along with any operation events that might have happened. If no events occurred, this property is empty, which is totally fine. We can also get all the information about the material, the quantity, the equipment, and so on. Okay, so what you do with this data is a topic of potentially many more videos, but you could use this JSON as an input for all kinds of front-end presentations. There's tons of options. I'm going to show you right now the ultra lazy way, which is just to copy it into a JSON table. So I typed in JSON to table on Google and I found this. It was just the first result. So here we go. I've pasted this in and you can see that there is a JSON table. I believe JSON to table does what it says on the tin, and I just wanted to provide a quick and easy visualization. However, this obviously might not be the best format for your specific eBR. So stick around for some future videos where we can cover that topic. Thanks for watching.